Hey, what's going on guys, it's Chum here and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links PvP video, and this time we are playing the returning event, Duel Carnival. And of course, as you guys know, in this event you have to pick a side, one monster type or the other, and today of course is Spellcasters versus Dragons. And this time we're going to be picking Dragons, and we're going to be playing with our beloved, brand new and exciting Synchro, when the deck loads, sometime today, Blue-Eyes deck. So you guys can see here I have a good amount of cards from the new set. I have 2 copies of Azure-Eyes Silver Dragon. I have 2 of these beautiful white stones. I have a bunch of these rare tuna monsters, and the rest of it is history. I got the field spell, I got the easy revival, I got a secondary revival. I'd rather have 2 silver scribe, but this is gonna have to do. We have 1 spell and trap removal just in case we need it, you never know. We have Tribute to the Doom because it would have come in handy several duels, plus I can use this, ditch this, and search this. Very fun times. And then of course we have Bursting with Destruction because it can do some fun stuff. It's first of all searched by Mausoleum of White, and when Paladin of Felgrand has a Blue-Eyes equipped, we can actually activate this because we control Blue-Eyes White Dragon, even though it's an equipped card, not a monster, and we can do some fun stuff. Then of course we have the God card, Enemy Controller, and a Treacherous Trap Hole. So that's our deck, a quick little rundown. You guys will understand it better as we go through some duels. Either way, let's jump out of here and into Duel Carnival. Alright, so let's spam click through this shenanigans because I don't need to know what Esprobe is saying about these 2 duels. We've seen it all before. Let's just get through all this and let's pick our side. And I believe last time I chose Spellcasters, although I might have chose Dragons because I wanted to use a Red Eyes deck. I can't really remember, but this time we're going to pick Dragon because I want to be using the, what do you call it, my Blue Eyes deck, of course, so it's all about the Dragons. Let's enter and let's do, okay, we have to do the test stuff, okay. But yeah, I just wanted to give my regular thoughts, just the general thoughts on this event as a whole. Last time it came through, I really liked the idea of it. I thought it was a really fun way to get us to, you know, play PvP with different decks and really spice up, you know, I guess the versus aspect of the game. But sadly, that didn't really come to fruition. I should have just summoned this. I didn't realize that was Paladin of Felgrand. I assumed it was, what do you call it? My rare boy. I mean, whatever, I don't care, I'll take that attack. Pathetic. Pathetic. Alright. Ooh, now we're in good shape. Hang on, let's try to the gym real quick. Let's we have to ditch our Blue Eyes so we can actually search for our, well, monster that we need. I'm not gonna enemy control that, that doesn't make any sense. Interesting decision to prompt me. But yeah, I like the idea of the event. I think it's a really fun event. My major problem with it as a whole, though, is probably the fact that you don't really have to use cards of the type to succeed. Like, sure, me summoning this dragon right now is going to give me a bonus 100 points of assessment, but in the end, at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter because it's better for me to use some turbo meta deck like For Hires, or at the time last time I believe, no, it was For Hires, yeah, even last time, just using For Hires, winning in 1 turn, and then going into the next duel and doing multiple duels. I think that they should give you like more bonus points for using the same type of monster, as in make it so that almost like to a point where you can't even actually like win. Whoops, let's not do that. You can't actually win without using a deck of the certain, you know, type, because let's say they made it so that the ceiling for points is really, really high. Like, imagine something like, I think right now it's 40,000. Imagine if they made it like 100,000, right? And then gave 1,000 points for every monster of that type summoned. Then it would force people to use decks that, you know, focus on summoning a lot of those monsters. Or maybe even do a bit of balancing. So it's not about just summoning a bunch of, you know, dragon monsters. Maybe you get 500 per summon if you lose and 1,000 per summon if you win. So you have to have a winning deck that does use a lot of dragons and or spellcasters. I think that would be how I would change this event. I'm definitely going to put that in the event, what's that thing called? The event, come on. What's it called? Survey. At the end of the, event. Why am I blanking on the word event and survey? I don't even know. But yeah, I think that if they made it more necessary, it'd be more fun, because then you wouldn't see people who are just trying to go turbo. Right now I'm kind of lucky because I'm in a really low rank, so I'm going up against other low rank people. I don't know if you guys noticed, or I'm sure I just said it then, I'm actually in gold rank because I haven't played PvP much over the past month or two, so my rank has slowly gone down. I was king of games, and I went legend, and then I was platinum, gold. I went straight down. But I mean, it's all good. We're going second. This is a really nice hand. If we can draw another one of these boys or another level 1 light tuner, we're going to have a lot of fun. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, my overall idea of the event, or my overall thoughts of the event, is that it's really fun, it's really cool, it's kind of sadly time consuming. It takes a lot longer than most events because most other events you can just auto duel through. But of course that doesn't apply to this one specifically. Ooh, treacherous. I'm okay with that. We'll just get Blue-Eyes out. And I guess with treacherous trap hole, part of me doesn't want to set my Silver Scry. I want to be extra safe with it. Does that make sense? It seems kind of weird. But I just want to be extra safe. If I get many to bug right now, I'm going to be sad. Actually, no, I'm not, because I have Sylvans. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Because this person doesn't care about running spellcasting, they just want to win fast, then they can do... Why do they have so many non-trap cards in their deck? Whoa, what the... Okay, they hit one. What does he do when he sits to the graveyard? If this card's in the... You can add this card from your graveyard. Okay, whatever. You +1. That was a lot of fun searching. I'm sure you enjoyed that. But yeah, as I was saying, this guy is not running spellcasters. At least from what we can tell, he's not running spellcasters. And he doesn't need to, because the bonus for running spellcasters is so minimal. Really? Goblin Thief? What is this deck? Oh no. Actually, that's semi-bad. But I'm willing to treacherous my own monster just for the lols. Well, he can't destroy me by battle anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this. It's gonna sound really dumb, but let's do it. Let's pop his monster and my monster. It's very convoluted, I know. It's very convoluted, but I just want to get this out and go for some big damage. Although now we're in a really terrible position. I definitely threw away a lot of resources just to do this. But it'll be worth it, hopefully. I don't know why I didn't use my bonus 300 damage with my skill. I forget that I'm running peak performance. I don't use the skill very often. It literally popped up as I went battle phase, and I was like, oh no. But let's see, what does my opponent have to offer me right now? Another Mask of the Accursed that will come out of nowhere? Because this person's deck is pretty interesting. What did he have before? Ooh, Carrot Weight. Do you have like... Please, I was going to say, please tell me you have Ruryoku, because that would have been Tilter. If I didn't draw... Nah, not worth it. It's unnecessary and not worth it. I think our opponent has decided they lose. Okay, yeah, my opponent's definitely DC'd. So yeah, we should take the W here. We willed his W here because they forfeited basically by rage quitting. I don't know why people do this, like why they close the app or whatever. Like it's as simple as going, you know, settings or, you know, game options or menu, whatever, surrender, and it's quicker for everyone. I mean, unless you just really want to stop playing Duel Links and put your phone away or whatever, then you can just do that. But I mean, it's also super unnecessary. Alright, so our team's winning so far, which is really good for us. And I completely forgot the duel meter was still going. Because it's not on the bottom of the screen, I completely forgot that was happening. We just beat someone named Spicy Chicken. Interesting name. Anyway, starting duel number 2. Hopefully this time we can actually pull off a Synchro summon. That seems, you know, pretty imperative to the Synchro deck. Had we drawn a second Synchro monster, rookie rank 1, this is going to be a fun time for this person. I remember last time I did this, I was at King of Games rank, because I think For Highest had just come out. And I was like, I picked them all up, I smacked them into a deck and played, and I got to, you know, King of Games, and I was like, that was fun. Ooh, if we can get rid of this out of our hand, we're going to have a lot of fun. Or if we draw a Blue-Eyes. The thing is, it's really hard to get this out of my hand. Like, enemy controller can do it if I normal, but then I can't. If I normal like that, then I can't do fun stuff. I don't know. It's confusing. Like, enemy controller if I normal and then tribute take, which is, it's alright. It goes alright. But, I mean, there are better ways to do what I want. I should probably fill my deck with other tuners, so other Synchro monsters. I only have 2, just the 2 Azure-Eyes. But if I were to add in stuff like Stardust and other things, I could steal people's level 7 monsters and make Stardust with them. Or level 5s. I can steal this thing. Let's see what I get. Burst Meme of Destruction. We're in a bad place. I just dropped a pen on the floor. I'm just going to set one and end pass. Like, that's all I can really do. And hope that they can't go absolutely in. Like, they're going to have to use maybe 2 cards, 3 cards min, like combo off, to get through me and do 4,000 life points of damage. So we'll see what happens. If my card gets sent to the graveyard, then we're in really good shape. Alright, cool. So the one thing I really like about Bursting Destruction is what you'll see here in a second. Is that you can actually do some really cool stuff. I'm going to grab the Prismatic. I would rather grab the original art, but you know what? We want the points, right? We need dual assessment to win this, so we should probably take that into consideration. Now our opponent attacks with the other Evil Swarm Heliotrip. Is that a super rare card? I think it is. 1950, I think, is like the ceiling for normal monster beatdown right now. Another Blue-Eyes. That's not bad. Let's summon our Protector. Use our Protector to summon our Priestess. I really wish we had the other, you know, Eyes of Blue monsters, like other Eyes of Blue tuners, because these ones are actually literally the worst ones. Like, me and a friend of mine, Jeremy, who also plays Duel Links and TCG Yu-Gi-Oh, so physical Yu-Gi-Oh. Whoops, I did it bad. I didn't mean to use her effect. I'm gonna send him to the graveyard because it's the only thing I can do. Then his effect will let me summon Blue-Eyes. This didn't go to plan. I'm just going to put that out there. This did not go to plan. And now I have all the Blue-Eyes in my hand, and that was a problem from before. I should probably not talk so much when I'm dueling. Interesting card to set. We'll just go for the battle. But yeah. As I was saying, we were talking about which synchros or tuners could come to make Blue-Eyes, you know, stronger and let us have the Blue-Eyes Synchros, as in Azure-Eyes and Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon, which isn't here yet. But we were like, it's probably going to be Protector and Priestess because they're both the worst too. And we were correct. Yo, are we actually going to see, are we actually going to get Black Illusion Ritual right now? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure we just won this duel because of that Galaxy Cyclone. So, okay, now this is the fun play I was talking about. We use Bursting Destruction in order to, what can I activate in the graveyard? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We use Bursting Destruction to destroy their monsters. Then we can go and, you know, summon our tuner, or if we had a tuner on field already at the time. Then we go and we special summon our Azure-Eyes Silver Dragon using our Blue-Eyes, who can't attack anymore, so it's fine. And then, bam, Azure-Eyes comes out. This time we don't forget that can't even resolve because there is no Blue-Eyes left in my deck. Activate our skill this time, and that should be the game in our favor. And boom, there you have it. So that's the combo I wanted to pull off. I could have done it one turn earlier had I not been stupid and accidentally activated Priestess. That's why I normally wouldn't want to run Priestess. By all means, if I had a third Whitestone of the Legends, I would definitely swap out that Priestess. But that Priestess is my substitute. Maybe there is a better level 1 light tuner, but you never know when the Priestess effect could come in handy. It's very unlikely, but you never know. Plus, it's actually pretty decent if I get the field spell, because I can use a field spell to target her effect to get 2 monsters, and then I can special summons. If, of course, I have her summoned by Protector. It's very convoluted. It's definitely a lot better if you had stuff like Sage with Eyes of Blue, Maiden with Eyes of Blue, or even, what's his name? What is his name? Her name, Maiden. Did I say Maiden already? No, it's his. Master with Eyes of Blue. We came second in our team. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. And we get some fun little rewards. The best reward here is definitely the 5 gems, because I need them. As you guys can see, I'm pretty gem poor right now. Mostly because I've been spending all my cards on the new box. And part of my brain is like, forget the next 2 boxes. I only care about this box. Because I'm pretty certain the next 2 boxes will be mini boxes. And while mini boxes are usually great, like, I wouldn't feel like I'm missing out on so much if I skip a mini box. Whereas if I skip a main box, I'm like, that's a whole lot of cards I'm not getting. Anyway, we're on to our next entry. I figured we'd do 2 of these, and that could be a short little half-hour video for you guys. And of course, I intend I'm just going to set these two econs and see what happens, because I am not in the best position at all right now. Like I can activate Mausoleum of White and then you get Protector's effect off, but it's kind of, this is going to be fun. I'm definitely going to lose to this. Because Boojins are a really strong deck and I brick pretty hard. Also, don't mind me spam clicking, it's just a thing that I do. We're a few life points down, but it's not over yet. We should be fine. I think we'll be fine. Boojin Chaz comes out. I don't know what the actual names are. I just know the Boojin monsters by the... What are they called? Ooh.
Hold up. I activate my face down card. My continuous trap activates.
Trying to think of my play ahead of time here. I might want to open up a slot anyway, but I'm just gonna let it happen. That doesn't make sense what I just did, but it's fine. Activate Mausoleum. I technically get another normal summon. Like I haven't even used my normal summon yet. We'll target Priestess and use her effect. We have to send herself to the graveyard to add... I get 2, right? Yeah, I get 2. Wait, when am I sending to the graveyard? Oh, right, for my other effect. Right. Would not have been a fun time if I used my other card. Now, what does this guy do in the graveyard?
Not a single card can stand up to them.
Wow, that's a really good card. That is a really good card. Maybe I should have switched it into defense mode. Damn it, that would have been smart. So it happens if either plays damage step. Okay. So I just have to attack into this and lose. That's such a good card. How are Boojins not meta? Because otherwise he would have done that same thing the next turn. That's actually such a good combo. I'm sure I can even make Boojins. I might do that at some point because I have a bunch of the cards. I might as well make use of them. Interesting. But no, it makes sense as a tech. It makes sense. If I'd swapped it into defense mode, I could have actually, you know, done some things. Maybe I should have read the cards first. I knew it was a damage step card, but I didn't think it gave it that much attack. That was a lot of attack. Yes, I gained 150 for using a dragon type monster. Like, how worthless is that? That's such a terrible amount. So we have a new team. 3v2, but hopefully we'll be okay. The problem is, it is very heavily sided to the team with the most players. Because while we have 2 people dueling, they have 3 people dueling, meaning they're effectively getting 50% more points than us. And now I'm going up against someone in Legend rank. We're going to have so much fun. And you know the Zane Truesdale is literally just using it for the, what do you call it, the Cyber Dragon Effecto. Ooh. I didn't realize those things were that premium. We might be able to OTK though. We have very high OTK potential. This is a really good hand. If our opponent, let's say, puts just one monster face down and ends their turn, we win. Unless they have Sphere Creeper. Which, yeah, it doesn't target. Even if they set a few back row, we might even be okay with that. It depends on what monster. And I need to read my card for a second real quick. Okay, so all the Dragon monsters you currently control, meaning that we need to change Silver's Cry to this effect, otherwise our other Blue-Eyes isn't protected. Okay. Duly noted. Now, would our opponent like to make his move? Duelist. I think we might win this. Like, I'm not afraid of someone at Legend rank. Our deck is pretty good. Like, you can compete at least until Platinum with this deck, maybe even higher, given that we do have the Synchros, of course, and I feel like Blue-Eyes was always a Platinum deck before, so I'm sure it can make Legend now with the support. Maybe not my version, but this hand, very good. All we need now is for our opponent to make them move. Or maybe I'll just wait and cut until that happens, because it seems like it's going to be a while from now. Okay, so our opponent has just decided to forfeit. I don't know, maybe DC time limit win. Okay, so time limit is clearly a problem. And I was actually thinking, while while I was waiting, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a significant amount of time. I was thinking that that's actually a really smart way to play this game mode, which is not ideal. And that is the fact that if my opponent just sits there and doesn't do anything, while his team is off, you know, getting points, I'm sitting there waiting. And it really kind of like, it steals my opportunity to actually score for my team. I know I just got some points then, but it took so long. And I think they might have known that, because there's no way that was a 5-minute timer, which is what we normally have, right? We normally have about, yeah, 300 seconds, so 5 minutes. I definitely didn't wait 5 minutes. So maybe I'll check when it comes to my turn and whether the time limit is the same, or maybe if you go through 150 seconds without making an action, you lose instantly. We'll see. Let's go big. I really like the idea of going big. This is a really nice hand. Use Protector's Effect. We'll send the White Stone to the graveyard and add special on this Blue-Eyes. Let's watch this animation. I think we already watched it once. Let's just watch the whole thing. Let's let it all play out. Because it's always fun to see these animations, right? At least I think so. I saw some gameplay of the Magic the Gathering game. I'm not sure if it's a mobile game, but damn, that Magic the Gathering like online TCG game, the graphics are awesome. Let's get our Prismatic Blue-Eyes. And let's go for the extra deck summon. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it, but one of the best things about Azure-Eyes is that during your standby phase, you get to, what's that called? Bring back an all monster from the graveyard. So, getting them from the field and letting it live for a turn, which it can do now because it can't be destroyed by card effects or targeted by card effects. And so my opponent has to get 33,001 damage or more in order to deal with it. And instead of giving away my skill, I'll just end my turn. So that's a pretty good turn in my opinion. We've got the Azure-Eyes as a defense. We have enemy controller in case they get a monster with more than 3,000 attack and try to battle over me. Other than that, we should be A-okay. Our opponent sets 1 card, sets 2 cards face down. And now the sad part is, of course, we can once again be affected by our opponent's cards. And we have all the Blue-Eyes in our hand. But I literally just clicked where the no button was before it was clickable. I would have been all kinds of upset. Honestly, this would be the best day ever if I had some tuners in my hand. Because I would very gladly... this will increase his attack straight away, right? Yeah, even if he's in defense mode. Cool. It was somewhat risky and unnecessary, but you know me. I take risks. Ooh, twin-headed behemoth. And that's obviously not Wall of Disruption face down, otherwise we would have used it by now. It's not Widespread Ruin or something else scary, but there you go. Our opponent's under 400 life points. We're in pretty good shape. I'm liking it. I am liking it very much. Twin-headed Behemoth comes back. That's actually not a bad card for a Synchro deck because obviously it comes back at the end of the turn, so you'll have the chance to Synchro with it next turn. Sadly for my opponent, I will of course do whatever I have to make sure that doesn't happen. I'll even Econ Take with my Blue-Eyes because I can bring it back with Azure. So let's see what they want to do. I'm actually really curious to know how many people joined the game because of Synchro summoning. Ooh, Tribute Summon. When this guy's Tribute Summon by tributing a dragon type monster, you can attack up 2 spells. Never! Just in case you have beatdown, you'd be able to attack over me, and I don't want that. Because you never know, our opponent can chain, but he doesn't chain. Yeah, because if my opponent had beatdown, which is probably likely, he didn't reveal a skill at the start of the duel. Yeah, he did not reveal a skill, and neither did we, so it could be beatdown. And I just want to make sure that I keep my... Ooh, what is he doing? And that triggers that? Oh, it does... Oh, he probably doesn't have a target in hand. But it makes sense as to why he would want to do things that way. Yeah, we'll use the effect of Azure-Eyes Silver Dragon to bring back our Blue-Eyes. Dude, now this is a field Kaiba himself would be proud of. What we are about to do will make Kaiba proud. Ready? We're going for the big... No! Why? No! Damn it. I was about to summon Protector, use Protector's effect to tribute himself, and special summon another Blue-Eyes from my hand. We would have had 2 Blue-Eyes with our Azure-Eyes in the middle. That would have been amazing. Why did they take that from me? Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad. We could have such a big field. We would have had 2 3,900 attack Blue-Eyes in the field and 1 3,400 attack Azure-Eyes. It would have been awesome. But no, my opponent had to ruin my life. It seems like today's the last day of the duel-a-thon because that was a really low point total. Alright, let's get in here. Let's win this duel quick. We're really close to winning, which is good for us, which is surprising for us actually because, of course, our team was, what, 2 people against 3 people? So it looks like our other teammate is putting in the finest right now. An opponent from a new country. Honestly, I think the whole PvP by regions thing is lame, and I don't know why it happens. Like, and I know why it happens. I don't know why they added it to the game. It's not a big deal. I don't really care about where people I verse are from, and especially if they're from new countries. Like, it's interesting to some extent, but it's like, is it really? Yes. Let's not use the one from my hand. I do that way too often. That's why usually I try to pick from the end of the line now, because that way it will never be the card in my hand. We should be good. See, the one thing I like about having Paladin and Felgrand in this deck is that he helps me because he's my revival for my Blue-Eyes. I think it's a really nice little system we have going here. Ooh, okay. Let's just summon Blue-Eyes. Sadly, see, the thing is, with Paladin's equip, right? As sad as it is, this card can't actually send it to the graveyard, because, let's see, you target an effect monster. Yeah, so you target the monster as cost, and then the effect is sent to the graveyard. Because the effect is sent to the graveyard, he's actually immune to that, which is really unfortunate. So we have to send our, what's his name, by himself, which means we can't, of course, synchro, and then we can't even use our revival spell to bring it back. Pretty unfortunate, but it's fine. It is what it is. Some things you just can't change about your cards. So let's jump into it. Alright, so I could have attacked with this first, but it doesn't matter because he's going to summon a second pet, which is another like semi-decent synchro support card because it can just keep summoning itself. And it can, look, it's going to get through 2 attacks, and he's going to end up with another pet on the field, which he can potentially synchro with or tribute off for next turn. But these, of course, are really kind of what's the word for it? I don't want to say mediocre because they're not mediocre plays, but they're kind of low-cost plays. Like they're a much kind of higher tier plays you can make, where you don't use so many resources or fill so much of your deck to make one play. Does that make sense? Ooh, Dark Magician Girl. How sweet. Alright, I'm just going to attack over my Paladin. That's fine. That gives us a chance to bring back our Blue-Eyes, which we won't do yet, just in case we're going to have a Wall of Disruption face down. We can resurrect in the battle phase instead. And we have Protector. That's incredible. I really like that. But is that what I want to do? I think it is. We'll do it. Okay, so my opponent's card is not Wall of Disruption. Worth noting. Let's go for the Azure-Eyes play, because Azure-Eyes is an amazing card. I love it. Alright, so we're not gonna resurrect our other Blue-Eyes just yet. We're gonna kind of keep our heads down for a second. Play it safe. That could be any kind of dangerous card. And I just want to... Well, I mean, I know it's not Wall of D, so it wouldn't matter if I put my Blue-Eyes on the field right now. Would it? Maybe for like a potential econ, like, I don't know. What's that move? What's that trap card called? I don't know. We're just going to play it safe. Less damage on board, but it's safer, and I'd rather play safe. Let's see what our opponent has for us. Can't destroy with any card effects. What could it be? Super Rush. Amazing. So, my cards can't be destroyed by card effects, so my attack's just going to go straight through anyway. Can't affect me. Boom, down goes our opponent. And yeah, sadly, I could have gone for game this turn if I summon my Blue-Eyes and use beatdown with both of my cards, but we're going to have to just... I'm an idiot. I'm so used to like, oh, a new monster hits the field, let me change phases, but that's not how the game works. And my opponent's surrendering, so that we're good then. We're fine. We're fine. Ooh. This is the field that I wanted to make, ladies and gentlemen. So good things do happen to those who wait. Alright. And we're gonna go for exact lethal with our Azure-Eyes, because come on, it's Azure-Eyes. I gotta say, I like this deck. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Now, how long have we been going for? A bit over 3 minutes, a bit over 30 minutes, which I think is a good time for this video. I feel like I've been really talkative this video. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I don't know. Sometimes I get inside my head when I make videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it either way. That is, I believe, going to be it for this video, at least my attempt. So team type use bonus. Okay, yeah. So I got a decent amount because I used all those dragons, but I used a lot of dragons, so I should have got a good amount. Alright, so let's see what kind of rewards we get. Did we even win? We might have lost. We did win. Awesome. So it looks like we finished that duel and got the points for our team before our opponents finished their duels, which is good. Well, maybe our teammate finished for us. Who knows what happened? Either way, we won. And we suddenly have a bigger team. Or am I just crazy? But I swear we had only 2 members of our team when it started. I don't know. We came second in the team, and our team did pretty good, pretty balanced. Let's see what kind of awesome rewards we can get. Entry bonus and all the fun stuff. Let's see. Oh, so we get this card. Rise Bell, the Star Adjuster. I believe this is new. I do have 0, apparently, even though there's one right there. 2 of them right there. When this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up monster of the field, increase its level by up to 3 until the end of turn. That's pretty good. If you can get a tuner, like say you summon a tuner, which lets you special summon another monster from your hand, you special summon this, use this card to modulate the tuner's level to summon any synchro you want. I like it. I'd love to build a deck around it, but I don't know the best way to summon it. We'll figure it out. Either way, let's jump out of here, accept our amazing rewards, and I guess, like I said, we'll call it a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, if you guys want to see more content from this series as the episodes come out, make sure you hit that subscribe button also, because there'll be plenty more duelings coming very soon. I know I've kind of been on a big hiatus from the game because of the fact that I was so busy over the last month, but big new changes have come to the game, and I'm looking forward to the changes that are also coming in the future. So Duel Links is definitely going to become a bigger and bigger part of the channel as the weeks go on. It's going to be a great time. Either way, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.